Well, this is the main screen. In the main screen we have the test ID is the name that we are going to put to the sample. Here is the test type, identify if this is a severe, a free test, a collab test, odometric, the kind of the test. This is the name that we are going to give to the configuration of the test. Here show me if the test is running or stop it. Here talk about the geometry of the sample. Here inform me about if the test is finished or not. Here show me the progress of the test. In this screen talk me about what is running, what is not running, and what kind of test. Then we have 1, 2, and 3 options. This allows to change from one user to another user. This is not used, and this is not used, and this closed the application. If we go to this, press one time, we have first security, analog, outputs. You have to press on the right, not here. Here do not work, on the right. Security allows you to create users. You can go and, for example, select allow and delete, and select student 1 and delete, and if you want to create one, you click any place, put summer 1111 administrator. I delete. I'm going to create again 1111 aggregate. Now I have 3 users. In analog, you can see first the channel setup. We see the 1, the 3 is the electronic board inside computer. This is the analog input, and we see what we are using. Pressure control 1, 2, 3, 4, triaxial force, triaxial deformation, interstitial pressure, severe force. So if I choose, for example, triaxial force, I can press here and see calibration parameters. I click calibration parameters, and if I click enter calibration, I can see the calibration. This only is going to be used in 1, 2, 3 years if we decide to do the calibration of any of the sensors. And then analog digital input counters is not normally used. It's only for configure the machine and these kind of things. So we can close. And I'm going to check something later. Okay, here is where I can create tests or edit tests. If I select the first test, severe, something appear. General test parameters. This allows me to select a sample. For example, this test identifier is the name that I have to input. For example, this I cannot input unusual signals like this or something like this. Only letters, numbers without the space. Here the geometry of the sample, in this case only circular, the diameter, 50, for example the height, 100, velocity, for example 1 millimeter, distance, 40 millimeters. What means this? This means that the velocity is going to be run a velocity of 1 millimeters, and when you get the distance of 40 millimeters, the machine is going to stop.
You get this number by multiplying 20%?
No. Normally you have to input a value that represents the 20% of the sample, but you can input a different value. Maybe 20% is 20 millimeters, but if I want to put 25, the machine is going moving 25. This not mean that the test is going to stop. For example, the test is going to take 1 hour. I have input a velocity of 1 millimeter, and I put a distance of 25. This means that the test start, the machine is going to move 1 millimeter per minute. The machine is going to go 50 millimeters and at 25 millimeters, and one time he gets 25 millimeters, the machine is going to stop, but the computer is going to take data for 1 hour because I program 1 hour. So I have to stop, or I have to program. Yes. This could be a test. Now to edit a test, you only have to go here, and we have the first screen is to change language, nothing. Second is where we can store and load configuration. To store a copy is going to copy all the configuration of the tails, and is going to copy the sensors that we have, the calibration, everything. If I install the software and restore the copy, I will get anything. I am not going to lose nothing. To make a copy, only have to press here and put something. I normally use the day, 8. And a copy is done. To restore, is just to press here and select the file. This, we have not talked about this. This is the database. I don't know if you have seen, we have this 100A, 100B, 100C. When we start a test, I have A, B, and C, these 3 values. So I can go here and create a customer name. For example, TBC, and say new item. And now in parameters, I can put, for example, the name, the year, 2008, new item, and here I can put, for example, different samples, 10A, 10C, and now we have 6, 5. I can close, and if now I start a test, I have 5 different. This is not a matter. This is only. It's supposed that is the material that you use normally to do tests. You can take material and do a odometer, take material and do a triaxial, take material and it's something.